Hello, I'm Oscar Sparrow. I'm the narrator on the audiobook edition of the Tour de France, the Inside Story by Woodland. I've had a lot of fun doing this book, but being a narrator is actually a very professional business because for about the next 8 or 9 hours, I'm going to be right in your ear. The first thing you have to do when you start a new audio project is to read the whole of the book and decide what the tone is, and if possible, what the writer wanted the tone of the book to be. This book is rather like a casual chat, yet packed with the most wonderful information that you probably would never find out anywhere else. A book about the Tour de France is going to mean a lot of French accent. Because the readers are reading in English, the only way to convey to them that it's a French person speaking is to inflect the voice. My hope is that I don't overdo it at any particular point. It is very easy to slip into the instead of the, and so on. And if the peoples are not French, maybe they are Italiano. But they don't want to hear that the Italiano speak like that. But for someone living in Kansas City, maybe they think that the Italiani speak like that. Once you have assessed and made a decision about the tone of the book, the next thing you have to do is to decide how you yourself are going to get into the part. If, for instance, I'm doing a book about business, I take myself to my office and I dress in a business suit. As this is a book about cycling, there's only one way to do it. But what cycling is actually about, in terms of these massive races such as the Tour de France, is about suffering, saddle sores, broken bones, bums that you just could not sit on anymore. I can't pretend that I've suffered as much as any rider in an hour of the Tour de France. The only way I can get myself onto a mountain easily is to use a tax trainer. Now here I am on the Tourmalet, one of the classic climbs of the Tour de France. The average gradient is 7.3% and it goes on for a mere 19 kilometres. Why isn't my name on the road? Give me a gel. The actual voice recording of an audiobook is only half the story. In fact, I think it's probably less than half in terms of time. The person who really produces the product that you get is the editor. The editor can do all the things that I get wrong, such as sort out the spacing, the pacing, the timing, and indeed my breathing, which is unfortunately a part of reading a book. The narrator and the editor work very, very much as a team. And rather like being on the Tourmalet, they suffer together as well. There's only one way that you can actually bond a team of editor and narrator together when it's a book about cycling. My next project is going to be a romance novel from my partner and editor, Emma Kalin. And I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to get into the mood for that.